go by. Should it be good? All right, I think we're good. We're back with part two. Give it those of you who were with me before a chance to get in with this. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody again. Again, I cut these other streams off like that just so we don't have a big 1 hour and 30-minute long stream and everybody's sitting there trying to find, trying to find where specifically they're trying to look for. So that's why we do that. Um, with that being said, those of you who were with me before, what's up, Tristan? How you doing, man? What's up? What's up? I see you, David, Dimitri, Katana. Said I hope everything's going good. Everybody's having a good time here, or to the best of their ability. Um, Again, I'm going to be going through the play ball, some of the remainder of that. Those of you who were with me for the first part of the stream there, um, I will go. I will kind of hear me say the same thing again, but um, the idea here is to kind of finish up some of the remaining packets the remaining parts of the packet that you see here, mostly dealing with some of these conversions of the linear units and all this kind of good stuff. But I do want to go through some of those as well. I know the turn in, I believe, is this Friday. I know Miss England sent out that email before break to go over how this is going to work. I'm sure she could have sent out another update. I'm sure something along those lines. Again, I hope everything's going really good. Um, definitely, definitely different times we're living in here. So, um, with that being said, hope everything's going good, and let's kind of get ourselves started here. So, I want to focus on the play ball packet on page 56, 56 that you see down here. And what I want to kind of go over is kind of just to say, well, if I have this here, and I will admit, like this is always big on a different part here. So look at your first part. And it says blank centimeters. So blank centimeters is going to equal 400 millimeters. So blank centimeters is going to equal 400 millimeters. So the first thing you need to do, you're looking up here and you're going to say, well, first of all, how many millimeters are going to be in 1 centimeter? Well, we know that there are 10 millimeters. Write that better. You almost broke your leg, Tristan. How'd you do that? You doing all right? Not good to break your leg. My goodness. 10 millimeters. There's a couple ways to do this. Oh, my goodness. I think of a better way to write this because it's not working on my screen. So if you hear me being silent here for a minute, that's why. I'm my apologies. My apologies on that. But Tristan, you said you almost broke your leg or you did break your leg? Yeah, it'd be the yard sale packet katana. Kind of follow the same out of a boat, a boot or a boat. Yeah, sorry, a little bit of a. Oh, okay. No actual. So no actual like broken bones, but pretty hit yourself up pretty good. I hope you're doing all right, dude. That is and 10x. Sorry, a little bit of a mental, mental part on my instance here. I knew I was right initially. So one way to set this up, one way to set this up here, um, you can set up your ratio. 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. So 10 over 1 equals your 400 millimeters over your centimeters. You're going to keep your millimeters the same here. And when you cross multiply and divide, 10x equals 400. And then you divide by 10 on both sides. Your x should be, on this instance, 40. So 40, so 40 centimeters equals 400 millimeters on that. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, sorry, that was a little bit of a mental lapse on my part. It happens. Um, but 40 should be 40 centimeters equals 400 millimeters. So that will give you your A, or A here. 1,000 centimeters equals blank meters. So if you know that if you're looking at if you're looking at your different conversion chart that you have right here, if you have 100 centimeters over 1 meters, what's up, Nick? 1 meter on this. So 1,000 centimeters, I'm sorry, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. And then your other part, it's asking you, well, what's 1,000 centimeters over blank meters? Well, you can cross multiply. So 100x cross multiply, cross multiply. Again, I hope that helps. 100x equals 1,000. When you divide by 100 to get x by itself, x is going to equal 10. 10. 10. Going a little backwards here. A and T. A and then T. Have the winds started picking up outside? I know they were calling for some heavy winds today. Winds and storms or high wind warnings or some kind of stuff like that. And I'm looking outside and it's like, just gray like usual. Um, let me know here. So again, just kind of continuing on with this, you take your blank, so x meters, so this is x meters over 200 centimeters is going to equal, you have to find out, well, what's your meter to centimeter conversion? Well, you're going to keep it as 1 meter over 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters. And again, cross multiply, cross multiply, leaves you with 100. X equals 200. You divide by 100. X should be 2. And again, there's other ways of doing this. I mean, it's just kind of, it's just kind of a, probably figure out what I could probably figure out here what this actually is, um, just because it's dealing with football and I see the letters that are up there, but continue with a few, we'll continue with a few more. Those of you who were not with me that first, that first bit of, that first bit, those of you who are, we're seeing this, well, I am going to start going through this year, which you should get Friday. And again, this is more of like the curriculum we worked on during the school year, the time that we were able to do it, until we all got kind of, split apart there. Um, but a lot of this is a lot of practice. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but again, it's everything we went through. I mean, there are some things we did not specifically go through just because of time constraints, but again, we'll go through these starting tomorrow. You might not have it, but it's still good to see. Um, that's what we'll work with, a little bit of that tomorrow, and then do a little more with Legends of Learning. And those of you who were not with me that first one, I'm going to demo more of that game, more of that Newton Cole game, just to kind of show you what we're kind of working on here. So, with that being said, let me go back into this. Just kind of finish a few of these off. So when you look at the next one, it says blank meters equals 5,000 centimeters. You're setting up your proportions is what you're doing. So, if you have X meters, bad writing, my goodness, good grief. So X meters over 5,000 centimeters is going to equal, and again, you're using your same conversion chart right here. So you keep your labels on the same side. So 1 meter over 100 centimeters. You then cross multiply. You cross multiply. It's going to leave you with 100x is going to equal 5,000. And then when you divide by 100 on each side, x is going to equal 50. And that's a 50. So x should be 50. And again, it should be a u, a tau. Let me clear that part off. And let's see, a couple more here, a couple more. So when we look at the next one, we see blank x centimeters. Again, guys, this is the same. It's the same concept here. I mean, it really is. It's the same concept of just saying you're setting up proportions. If x centimeters over 1,000 millimeters, and it's going to equal, you're going to take a look at your conversion chart up top there and just keep your using centimeters to millimeters. So you're going to keep your centimeters on one side and your millimeters on the other. So when you do that, it's 10x is 10 times x. It's going to give you 10x. 1,000 times 1 is 1,000. So when you divide by 10 on both sides, x is going to equal 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters. Right? let me go down to the bottom here. I want to kind of take a look, see what other parts of this I want to get through. If I can get through some of these, I won't be able to get through everything, but did this or not. I don't know if we had did this initially, but we will go through this. So if you look at that page 63, so if you look at page 63, it's talking about the faces. So it's different that the faces of the different solids that you have here. Let me zoom this. So zoom at this in. Basically, the idea of this is to say, well, you're going to determine how many flat sides a face. So a face on a figure is the flat part. It's the flat part of everything. So like in the instance of that top one with O, there's 6 faces to that rectangular prism there. So when it goes all the way down, it passes through the number 5, so it means you put an O where 5 is. So then the next one, you'll see the hexagon on the bottom, which is the first face. So there's one, and then because it has 6 sides to the hexagon, there is 6 flat triangles for that pyramid. So it should be a total of 7 faces. So when you go from the S, draw through the 7 to the 7. That triangle on the bottom with the 3 on the top, 4. Kind of hard to do it without the yes, a touchdown. Yes, very, very good. A touchdown. Yes, I was waiting for someone to tell for those of you with me. Yeah, that top one, a touchdown. That's the answer. That's the answer to that top one. Us for this top one right here, kind of scatterbrainness on myself here, but for this right here, it's a touchdown on the side. A touchdown. Good, good. Yes, it's what's the name of a stadium treat part that's on the bottom here. I know I get a kick out of these. Try to see if I can line that back up. Here we go. Gotta go through these kind of quick-ish. So, triangle on the bottom. I am right now, but yeah, it's still the same thing. So the triangle, see there's 3 of the sides that are coming up as well as the bottom. So the H will have 4. So I'm drawing it from the H to here. The H goes here, and I think you can start figuring out what this one is. For G, there's 6 total faces because you have 1, 2, 3 on the back, 4 to the side, 5 on the bottom, and 6 up top. You go from the dot through the 6 to the 6. We'll give you that. And just for the sake of this, it looks as if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe. Trying to look there. Yeah. Take it from there. Means it's 8. And I think we can all figure out what the rest of this is. One on the bottom, 2, 3, 4. D is going to go here. Hot. Ha, 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 ha. So the bottom here, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the back. Again, O through the 2 to the 5. Make hot dogs. Yes, we're doing our best Mickey Mouse impersonation here. I'm not going to do the dance though. Yes, hot dogs for that one. What's the name of a favorite stadium treat? Hot dogs. Yay. That's that. Any questions with this stuff, just let me know. I mean, send it through Google Classroom as always, or send me an email directly. Those of you who were not with me before, I'm gonna go back through this again, but new people that are with me in Google Classroom, you're gonna whatever class you're in, everybody has that same exact post that's in there. When you have that same exact post that's there, it's basically saying to log into Legends of Learning. And when you're in Legends of Learning, you want to hit, for you guys, play now. So you want to hit play now. Now, for what those of you who had the experience of doing this while we were all together, a lot of us did the Awakening free play. Um, in this instance, the one game that I do have specifically set aside is called Newton Pool. Again, those of you who've played this before have seen there's tons of games that are part of this, but for this specific example, you want to hit play teacher playlist, and you're going to type in Fitzpaw 15. Fitzpaw 15. Let me get myself logged in. Fitzpaw 15. I didn't create that. That's what they gave me. That's the teacher code. When you get signed in, you should be able to see a game called Newton Pool. It looks kind of, you know, kind of looks there. Not have this packet. Um, the packets that I have are Aloha, Play Ball, and Yard Sale. Um, I did Aloha earlier, Play Ball we just did, and I'm going to be doing Yard Sale next here in a few minutes. Um, I know I know Miss Holden had a few of them too. I think hers were, goodness, she had the other three. Were they? Were they? She had at the mall lines, angles, and shapes and recipes. I think I spelled that right. Yeah, and she was working with those three. That's what I mean. That's what I have right now. Let me get back into this here. Again, you'll see Newton Pool. You'll see Newton Pool. And again, so I'm going to get started with this to just kind of show you this.
Start game. Move the main ball by clicking and dragging.
You're going to see that
Use bumpers to speed up the ball.
Off the screen here.
Start level.
You're going to start the level. And basically what you're doing is you're just taking the white ball, and you're just trying to use your geometry here to kind of get that up into to that part, which we did, right?
No more moves. No more moves. Great job. No more moves.
When you get to the next,
no more moves.
It's going to give you different questions that it's going to prompt you with. So it says, well, what's the value of the expression c plus 2 when c equals 9? Well, you take your 9 and you're going to substitute in for c. 9 plus 2 will be 11. Do that. Say what? This I saw your where, Hunter? Really? Ooh. What are you talking about? Oh. Anyways.
Move the start level. Start level.
Oops. Ah, it just cleared out of there. No.
Start game. Start level. Start level.
Yeah.
Question
on this expression: 2L plus 2W can be used to calculate the perimeter, where L is the measure of the length and W measure of the width. It's the perimeter of a rectangle with a length of 25 millimeters and a width of 2 millimeters. Again, you're just substituting into the equation, into the expression, sorry. 2L plus 2W, 2 times the length of 25 plus 2 times the width of 2. 2 times 25 is 50, plus 2 times 2 is 4. 50 plus 4 is 54. 54 millimeters. And continue. Screen here. And again, like I said, I'm just going to redo this, but you'll find that if you let this thing hit after a certain amount of time, the yellow balls do go away. And again, so I mean, those of you, I remember those of you who would play like a pool, it's kind of reminiscent of
No more moves. No more moves.
cool math.
Great job.
Math did a lot of that.
No more moves. No more moves.
Again, like I said, it's just it's basic things, but it's kind of a toned down game to where it's kind of good to do. There's nothing to do. I mean, something to work with. I mean, we're try to try to deal with try to deal with a little bit of that here. So evaluate the expression. I'll do one more here, and then we'll say adios. So 74 minus h times 12 when h equals 6. So in this instance, 74 minus h times 12, 74 minus, and then h is substituting in, it's going to be 6. 6 times 12, remember to do your order of operations first. 74 minus 72, because 12 times 6 is 72. 74 minus 72 should be 2.
Move the main ball by clicking and dragging. Use bumpers to speed up the ball.
And again, it's just
Answer the question to get one more move.
The very robotic voice here will tell you exactly what you need. And those of you who are with me saw me do that. So
no more moves. No more moves.
Yeah,
great job.
It's like cool little thing.
No more moves.
Give you some basic questions.
No more moves.
Let me get out of this so it doesn't keep saying no more moves, no more moves. And then, but with that being said, it's definitely worth taking a look into that. Again, all of the information is on the Google Classroom here. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Other than that, I'm going to cut this stream off here and be on with the final one for the yard sale packet. And that, my friends, will be that for the day. So with that being said, those of you who are with me here, I bid you adieu, and I will see you with the yard sale packet in about 90 seconds.